Good evening, this is Nerdist the Human, and welcome back to Rome Total War and our Scipii campaign, where today it is the finale. We are going to finish off both the Brutii and SPQR. Now, of course, this campaign has mostly been a live stream series with one sort of erroneous episode to kind of get us in between the short campaign and the Civil War, of course. We do have a big chunk of armies over in Apollonia to take care of. Now, you joined me just a tiny bit after the end of the previous live stream, maybe just 2 turns on. Not an awful lot has happened. The Dacians thinking about war. We do have our city pretty well built up here. Athens is guarded. We do have the canal covered here as well, with a pretty nice defensive force. We're going to have to think about how we mop up all of this. So down in Tarentum, we've got ourselves an army pretty much ready to go. We actually finally have some legionary cavalry. That will be magnificent. Messana's still giving us some useful troops. We're shipping some across as and when they become available. We've got Rome, who we are at war with now, by the way. Yes, we're guarding the pass to Capua, so that'll be magnificent. And in terms of our main forces, well, we're shipping them over from Arretium and Ariminum over to Segesta right now, as well as Salona. I don't remember who was going to go and take that, but someone's going to go and grab that before too long. So you join us with Flavius the Gunning, a great Balding faction leader. He's a bit old now at 66, but he's a good old conqueror. He's a butcher, a famous orator. So he's almost certainly about to be attacked here by this reinforcement army. So probably a good place to start here today. I should point out, though, we do have some elephants. I found some mercenary elephants out in this part of the world. That's great news. Yes, you might remember Dimity rebelled last time, and we did have a bit of a problem with the rebel army clearing out the auto-resolve of our army. So we've gathered what we can around here, including a faction here, by the way, just hanging around in the Sahara doing God's work, I would say. Lucius Scipio, he won't get to be king. If he does get to be, it won't be very long. Sorry, did I say king? I meant consul, whatever it is that we're pretending all of this is. So we're going to go and take out that gladiator uprising in Dimity. That needs to be done too, but the elephants have come over here. There are also elephants, by the way, in this part of the world. Lucius Victor. Now, in the live stream, I was avoiding the Egyptian campaign because we just wanted to refocus on Rome, but if I'm going to record it like this, well, we can probably do a little bit of work, and that's probably for the best. He's also getting on 59 now. He's done great work in this part of the world. He's butchered his way. I mean, how he held on to all of this, God will only know. But we could do some more work against Egypt. It's been quite quiet on this front, but Bostra is looking a little bit annoying. So maybe we'll just slowly poke at these guys. On that note, though, we do have 2 particularly old faction and factionaires. So taking a little look at who's available. And this guy's a very good manager. I'm not sure I want a faction lead to be the best manager, because sometimes you want him to be moving around a bit. He's currently doing a good job in Jerusalem looking after that, because it can be a bit angry, although currently he's on high tax rate, so that might explain it just a little bit. But he does have a decent army there, a second army being built up. Sidon, by the way. Oh, that's lovely, yes. So yeah, Sidon is giving some nice units. They are reinforcing Damascus, which did become under siege at one point. So yeah, we're building up forces here. Don't worry, we're not ignoring this forever. We are slowly making this stronger. So we will be trying to deal with the Egyptians on the side. But main thing, first of all, is to deal with the likes of Segestica, Salona, and then we'll go in and mop up Apollonia. Of course, southern Italy has already been claimed. And indeed, they are going to take us on outside Segestica. Not sure why. Actually, I can see why. They've got quite a bit of experience, but it's a weird force. Mixture of old Principe, some very experienced ballistas. I mean, how the AI manages to always bleed this much experience into their troops, I'll never know, particularly when they haven't done anything. They're allied with Dacia, who just basically taken over the whole of the world. So, all right, we're going to take these guys out pretty easily. Can't remember what's in the city. Captain guys, no one of interest. Let's swing on in.
You know me! I am a true Roman of the old style. I believe in discipline, dignity, and duty. I believe that Rome has a destiny to rule the world. I also believe that we have a destiny that starts afresh here. Do not fear our enemies today. The Brutii are Romans, and they are just men, not gods. They can be killed. If we win here today, we do far more than just defeat an army. If we win, we take a city from the enemy. We weaken them. We take their riches, their holy places, their lands, their women folk. But the winning, that is for you to do. Are you men enough for the task? The first move in this particular game is theirs, I think. We outnumber them by a small margin. From such small beginnings are great victories crafted. Now, you know I have a reputation for cunning in battle. I do not intend this to be a fair fight. I am going to fall upon them without warning. I will strike at their weakest points. This won't be a battle. It'll be a kick up the totem. Now, set your minds on the task to come. Strike hard! Strike without mercy!
Well, I was going to say, apart from one little dodgy bit of that speech where he talked about how I think it's their turn first. Indeed, it is their turn first, because I forgot about the reinforcements who've just walked straight into the back of our army. Absolutely magnificent stuff. Okay, seems like you immediately just need all of our cav to maybe just get on this, because in he is. Yes, it was an excellent speech. Enemy generals routing immediately. That's absolutely spectacular. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's just Roman cav. They're off to... Unfortunately, I set the dogs on them, so they're immediately going to leave. I didn't realise it wasn't an actual general. Probably should have listened to myself and the little prelude to that. Anyway, if the dogs do chase them off, they are indeed. That's one unit of dogs wasted immediately. Maybe they'll eat them in the distance before they leave the full battlefield, and then we won't need to worry about that. As for the rest of this affair then, well, with me reorganising myself just a little bit around the side of the hill here, we're just going to shoot them with catapults. So it's a bit jumpy here. It's not liking the frame rate, although sometimes it does happen with this kind of a unit. But okay, with that nonsense done, we'll just have to see what they want to do. I mean, the onus is on them. It is their turn first. I do indeed think that they are the attackers. So I'm going to let them come to me. Quite frankly, I've got the range advantage. They have gone for a particularly wide line here, which is interesting. I can deal with that if I need to. We'll just get one more Praetorian out there. You can just stretch thinly if indeed you need to. And we're quite wide well, we're quite chunky right now, so we can make this wider if we need to. Absolutely marvellous. We will continue to pepper them. Ooh, that guy's like a peppered snake. He's not like a peppered snake at all, actually. But these guys are peppered with arrows. That almost works as a commentary. Excellent stuff. Yeah, I mean, we're going to have a few battles with the Brutii, but this one's going to be a nice early one. Just pick off this side of the Empire. Make sure that we can really just swing our way down. Apollonia is going to be an absolute mess, so we'll see how the rest of this goes. They don't have very many missiles, by the way. There's a couple archer auxiliary at the rear. Might try and puncture my way through, actually. So, yeah, get these cav along with Mr. Spare General here to go and puncture that. Get my other war dogs onto just those early legionaries at the front. Let's just get a nice, easy route at the front there. And you guys just going to puncture, maybe not through the other auxiliary. You know what? It's fine. You can just kind of run half through them, half into them. They'll probably rout anyway. Generals run straight to the pikes like an utter tit. Excellent. That's the mass rout before the battle's even started. Just what I was kind of expecting. Fine. Roman cav, go deal with them. Legionary cav, go deal with them. And General Sperry McGee, you go deal with them. Unfortunately, the War Dogs have indeed been released on a cav, which is quite irritating. But you know what? I'm just actually going to send people out to run them down because I think it's already over. Oh dear. Hilariously, there is another unit of cavalry that's run into our archers at the back here. Everyone's just ignoring it. Excellent work. Brilliant stuff here. Since it's my first battle of the day, I always do something hilariously stupid and miss things when it's the start of any day of battle. These guys, likewise, you just need to run off forever, actually. Like, let's just find the furthest corner of the map that you can get to. Yeah, go to live in that house. Go live in that house, because every one of those dogs is going to eat you, and you don't really want that. Those horses want to die. Obviously, that's how it goes. But yeah, basically, apart from that bit of random stabbing at archers in the back there, it's been a pretty clean victory, all things considered. I just need to actually wake up, you know, and not completely cock up the battle. There we go then, 2,000 kills to 134 of theirs. Can't really argue with that. Some pretty nice work, all things considered, just those war dogs who ran off. But I'm sure they had a lovely, lovely lunch out in the fields. One day I'm sure they caught up with those cav. Time for round 2 against the Rebels of Dimity. This is a scary army, actually. They've got the British heavy chariots. I forgot how ridiculous this force is. Why have they got all of this? I don't understand, like, how this region ends up with some of these units. Pontic heavy cav, British heavy chariots. Something going on here weird in the files, because this is good shit. I'm still in trouble. I should have kept the elephants, damn it.
Over there stand the rebel slaves. They are braver and more worthy than men of their type have any right to be. They stand alone. No friend has come to this place to die for them. Does this not say something about their honor? They're standing among nations? Here we stand. Here we wait. Let them come to us. There is no advantage in numbers to either side. Therefore, skill and courage will be the keys to this day's battle. Yet, for all that, we are the stronger within ourselves. We are the greater warriors. We must slaughter the enemy from a distance with missiles and wear them down. I fought and lost against these men, but it is not something that will happen again. Today, I take my revenge. Today, you taste the fruits of victory. The seer can offer no guidance for this day. So we must grasp our own fates and make what we will of them with an iron purpose. I have won many great victories for Rome. Be strong in that truth, and let this be one more. March on, and know that our victory is assured as long as we live and die like true Romans.
Well, I very much hope that I've woken up since the last battle, because this one could be really, really painful. We need to get on top of their cav very quickly and just make sure that we, whittle them down straight away. Just no, skirmish, surround them. And I think we should break these guys quite quickly, actually. Yeah, just swing on him. Just swing on in with the surround. It'll be fine. Yeah, a few javelins coming in to poke them. Now, as for the rest, not being quite so aggressive, we will take javelins off. They've broken. That's good news, because we're going to need every bit of help we can get. Get on top of those Syrian horse archers. Get your javelins back on. They've already... Oh, they've broken. That's not me, Thomas. That's good. Yeah, get on top of those horse archers. Unfortunately, they are... they're walking out to that flank. Very strange behaviour. Okay, get my guys back here at this point. We're going to have to fight this battle very, very sensibly. Barbarian cav. Ooh, let's try and isolate them. Try and see if we can get a few javelins in. The Numidian cav are good. We need to make sure we utilise them. They are still impetuous, but I think we might just be able to get a charge in here. We need to be really careful, actually, because they're not in as weak a position as I might have liked. Get on top. See what we can do. Steady. I would say get out of there, lads. I would say get out of there. They broke them. That's good. We do need to just make sure we don't lose more than just one of them. That guy's broken, but that was the weak unit. That's kind of acceptable. Get yourselves back over here. Back over here. Ooh, this is like a real wild battle. It's a decent speech as well, by the way. Decent speech on the intro. That's Barbarian Cavalry coming in for another go, but we'll just use our sheer numbers here. A bit worried about those cavalry taking up this flanking position. I need to send the dogs after one of them. Who have we got? Pontic Cav, Numidian Mercenaries, Barbarian Cav, Summation Mercs. Is it worth sending them after some nations? Might be, might just be. I'm going to say Pontic Cav. Oh, that's peasants, Thomas. Don't send them. No, get the dogs ready in that position to deal with them. Chariots in the rear. Do not let the chariots get anywhere near us. Do not let them get anywhere near us. Swing into those naked fanatics. They are just charging in. They're charging in. Oh dear. Charging into barbarian camp. That should be an easy enough break. That's probably a better plan, actually. All my camp's just going to pile on into the rear of these guys just to try and cause problems. I would say at this point, lads, just plough straight through. Plough straight through and get back to our defensive side. No, they've all broken. They've all broken. Unfortunately, the charge through the lines didn't work on that particular occasion. We'll see if the general can bring them together with a Horn of Destiny. But unfortunately, the chariots are getting a bit close. Get both of these guys off skirmish. Shoot the chariots. Chariots need to be... Town militia, Summation mercenaries been there, ready to be shot. We need to deal with them. Fine, get the javelins. Get the javelins. Get the peeler on. You blow the Horn of Destiny. We need whatever we can at this point. Okay. Pontic Heavy Cav are charging him. You just need to eat that charge. Dog handlers, you can eat the charge. Peasants, I don't know. You're going to do something. You're going to do something. General's blowing the Horn of Destiny. Hopefully they'll come back, but we just need him over here now at this point. We need him over here. So, slings, javelins, that's going to win the front line battle. General's going to come in to help. Javelins, come in and help us out. Come in and help us out. We need to get our infantry across. Hee, this is very silly. It's quite fun. Oh no. Oh no, the chariots. Not the chariots. We need those cav to win that barbarian battle out there. There's a good chance we're about to lose this, and I did think that at the start, but those chariots are just going to wind us up, potentially. Ooh, this might be down to the general. Might be down to the faction head, showing that he's worthy to be king, damn it. Yeah, I think it might be just that. We've got breaks on both sides everywhere. It's cocking chaos, quite frankly. I am winning... I'm kind of winning generally the centre, I think. Yeah, you need to turn around and hit those barbarian cav with the general, and we just need to try and, like, regain our footing here. I think we're okay. Get the equity in to help, sirs. Just do whatever you need to be useful. You throwing some javelins to those druids, that'll be fine. Libyans, what are the Libyans doing over there? Cock off, you utter fools. I think we've largely got this under control at this point. Interesting. We'll let those guys just chase them down. Just chase them off the battlefield. That'll be absolutely grand. Get on top of these druids. I think we can do this now. Yep, Prankape into the druids. You mercenary hoplites will just flank them. We'll get the javelins into them. Yeah, naked fanatics will be mopped up by those guys. That'll be absolutely fine. Yeah. Okay, they are regrouping in certain positions, but I think we'll be okay. The druids are being taken down by the general. There's a chariot. That could just chop us to pieces, by the way. We just need to be really, really wary of that. Ignore the druids for a moment. Down he goes anyway. All is good. All is good. Blow the Horn of Destiny. Try not to die. There we go. Okay. War dogs are just going to have to do what they can. Summation's going to be charging the war dog handlers. That's an immediate annihilation of their entire species. That's a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Win this battle, and you need not do anything else. They have a lot more Sivan Horse archers than I realised. Actually, can we just pick them off? General just seems to have given them a tap. Come on, get pulled in. Get pulled in. Get pulled in. No. Yes. Thank Jeebus. Okay, all of you get into there. That'll be fine. This part of the world. These guys just need to deal with the naked fanatics, whatever the hell's going on there. I don't even know. Pontic Heavy Cav. Someone just went flying. I don't really know what's happening, but I think we've largely cleared them off. This is a fair and true gladiator uprising. He lives to be king another day, potentially. But you lose to rebels, which is a little bit embarrassing. But the auto-resolve on very hard is a bit unforgiving, let's say. Well, you know, bit of a slow start to this finale in some ways. We've barely got anything done, but they've been two pretty fun battles, so you know what? Might as well focus on these guys. Finish off the last of them. Oh, there we go. Melted. Melted is maybe a strong word, but we did the job eventually. Oh dear. That was a brutal affair. What's left, by the way? There we are. Nothing's left. Nothing's left on either side. That could have been really close. I think the chariots were quite close to routing us in the centre there, but we did the job in the end, thanks to a pretty heroic bit of work by a general, and no thanks, oh sorry, all thanks to his magnificent speech. And on the next turn we can just waltz on into Suggestica. There's not a lot to actually take here, so we'll just enslave it for the time being. Plonk down a watchtower with our good old friend Polybius here. Why ever not? You can probably come and look after the town. In fact, I did have a plan for that. That was kind of your job actually, sir, wasn't it? Yes, it was. So your job is to come and look after the town, because we're going to immediately sod off. And to be honest, we might as well come and join you towards that boat actually. And we'll just immediately swing on this way down to Salona. That'll be fine. Polybius can catch us up. I'm sure he'll be fine. You can just lay some watchtowers as he goes. He's better than that, but you know what? He's a young lad. He needs to do some dirty work putting down watchtowers in our new territory. So he can do that on our route. They look like they're reacting. So Salona might have more of a battle, but if they want to leave Apollonia wide, wow, they have left Apollonia completely wide open. So which of you wants to do this? Well, you're a good, yeah, you're good at ruling, so you can just stand there. Well, it seems awfully light, doesn't it? We're just going to immediately turn up and crack open Apollonia. So let's just waltz straight on in there. And with that, they only have one city left, actually. We're going to exterminate that. If we can just take Salona, they'll just fall apart. That'll be fun. Maybe we'll do that. I don't know. Okay, so we'll just repair that because I just burnt half of it down for no good reason. And we'll get a legionary just to make sure we have as much as we possibly can. Go and continue the blockade. Thank you very much. No one's allowed in here. Thank you. And we'll go bring you back over here. And you can keep that one under siege. Excellent. Right, things are coming together nicely. On the end turn then, there are a few odd defeats here to the likes of... Oh, interesting. Yes, the odd scout. Now, Dacia decided to attack Athens, so I decided to immediately go and besiege Larissa over here. But I didn't have any oranges this time, annoyingly, so looks like they've come along to defend it. Okay. Fine. Looks like we have to take these guys down. Looks like the Temple of Artemis is doing good work on these archers. It's a bit naughty, isn't it? I don't know what's in the town, but I think we'll be absolutely fine. Swinging in, let's take on the Dacians. Well, they are being very, very aggressive, and that's probably a good idea for them because I have all the missiles in the world. I am actually reorganising this because they're quite wide, so just going to make sure I just throw my peltas into the front line, actually. Probably not a terrible plan. Got a lot of warhounds and ballistas at the back. Interesting. There are some units in my rear. I should keep a note of that. But the Christian archers will be doing some excellent work. The centre will hopefully be pretty shredded by about the time they arrive. Hoplites will poke these kind of Dacian Thracian units to death. They don't like dealing with phalanxes, so that's absolutely grand. We are taking the odd pot shot now. That's absolutely fine. These guys are on skirmish. They can just do their skirmishing now. Anytime about now would probably be good, actually, guys. Very sensible indeed. Yeah, they're just going to run through our own spears. That's good. Do you want to run? You're allowed to run. Go and run, lads. Go and run. Good. You can go and face off against those guys. Make sure they're dealt with. These are going to just make sure that they're not too annoying for me. Send my Equite out here, actually. See what they can do. The centre's going to melt indeed. The generals run straight into phalanx, which is what I was expecting. We're 4 deep. Didn't want to go any thinner, but I think we'll be fine anyway. Legionaries are doing their job. Let's get the Thracians out there as well. You shoot them down. There will be melting like the proverbial. Go on to a war cry of doom. Yeah, they're falling apart. They don't have enough of a general for all of this nonsense. That works fine for me. Get this Equite to actually do something, perhaps. That's Fauxman. Maybe just run away from them, actually. These guys are broken because someone stood behind them. It's a bit unfortunate. Get the barbarian nobles to turn and deal with them. Yeah, at this point, maybe just start doing some fighting, actually, lads. Maybe just start actually taking care of them. You are on skirmish. You are allowed to skirmish. That is running into them. What are they doing? I don't know what they were doing, but they decided to fall apart. Okay, so our flank is somewhat being outflanked because they decided not to do anything sensible, such as, you know, run away like they're supposed to. Early legionary cohort can take care of them. The general's going to take care of them too. You've got people running like crazy over here. Oh dear, I'm not really taking enough control of this battle, am I? Barbarian Cav have melted when charging into our mercenary peltis, which is quite amusing. So, yeah, and we have one out on this flank whereas the cavalry is charged in, so that's good. There's still one unit rampaging around our flank, which is funny. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll just get the general to come and deal with them. They are mostly defeated, by the way. We've got the odd unit at the back here just running forward. Yeah, same with this flank over here. It's all a little bit chaotic. It's kind of amusing, though. And hilariously, we have victory basically from 17 men and 21 men that are a little bit forward here. And that's all we needed to actually break the rear guard. That's quite amusing. So yes, these guys can now just mop them up. The Equite were nowhere near enough to actually influence that, but they're in the right position now to be mopping everyone up. The general can charge forward. Bit of a messy one. Possibly should have just boxed up more, but you know what? That was good fun. Sometimes it's fun to be a little bit chaotic. Let's embrace the chaos, take the city, and after that, well, we'll have to defend Athens. In the end, it is a massacre. We did lose a fair few there, but I'll absolutely take it. This force was never really meant to be attacking a city. It was meant to just be defending the Corinth Canal. But you know what? You see an opportunity? Sometimes you just got to take it. With the Larissa falling simply enough, then we're going to stroll on in, exterminate that population. Hopefully they've learned their lesson. They've actually given up on the Siege of Athens, which is kind of stupid because it's the only real advantage they had. Now they've kind of thrown everything away for basically no gains at all. Isn't that just marvellous? Okay, so we're going to send the spy forward. You can see the spy, but can you see the assassin? He can, as it turns out. He absolutely can. On we go to Dimity then, where we just need to waltz on into a near empty settlement. They still kill 450 men. You're not fit to be king, sir. Oh dear, we're going to enslave them. We're not going to burn them all to the ground. We'll burn most of them to the ground. We'll build a better amphitheatre. We can kill more of them to please the gods. I don't know. Anyway, with that now restored, what does that leave us in terms of territories? 48. There we are. 49 is Salona and 50 is Rome. It's going to be absolutely perfect. And on the note of that, by the way, this is their last settlement because they kind of gifted Apollonia to me. We can just stroll on in here, which is what I plan to do. So, okay, it's just this lad. I will fight it myself, but yes, you can basically just walk on in. As for Dacia, we decided to give them a bit of a further poke, keep them away. What do we want to do in terms of all this? Well, we'll see how this looks afterwards, but are these armies going to turn rebel? The Greeks will mop them up. We'll have to go and take out Greece, I guess. But, okay, let's just focus on Salona. Let's finish off the Brutii. They've left themselves open, utter fools that they are. Helios the Lewd, he needs to be taken out. Yeah, they don't want him in charge anymore. Captain Kaiser, though, is there in reinforcement, so he's the far side of the city. We could just race for it, which could be amusing, and then try and defend it. We might just do that, you know, although we've got to use the Arger to spat our way in, so we might not be able to do it. We'll give it a try. They're actually surprisingly far away. By the way, you can see my boats over there in the distance. Absolutely glorious. But yeah, I thought they'd be right behind that gate there, but no. No. They're somewhere in the far corner here, and they're quite wide, so they might have trouble, actually. I'm going to send these Cav out there to go and deal with them. But, yeah, we're going to have a hole in this wall almost momentarily. All infantry, start running. Same with you. Get yourselves moving. And what are we on now? 84%. 84%. Excellent English there. The Danish gods are looking favourably on me. Cavalry are very eager. They almost got hit them by the rocks themselves. Excellent. Okay, get the cav in. Get the cav in. And we're going to just run over there. That'll be fine. All infantry, plough to the general. That will be fun. Send the dogs straight into... Actually, the dogs could... The dogs can just run to there for now. General, likewise, just get yourself forward. This could be good fun. So yeah, they're going to be running, and what we want to do over here is just to use this cav to kind of get in the way. We can go and grab the gateways with that light cav, and that will be nice and easy for us to make easy work of all of this nonsense. So yeah, a couple entries now. That is perfect. I wonder if we can just about reach the plaza from here. You can do a pretty good job of it in some cities. So we're going to see what we can do, hey? Let's just bring up as many of our infantry as possible into a kind of javelin-y position. They will almost certainly just start, charging into us. That's absolutely fine. But, we'll see what position we can get into. General can bring himself over there. Don't bother running. They are miles away. Oh, this could be hilarious. Okay, keep running. Keep grabbing the gates. I want all of this under my control. And the first javelins are flying on in. You should probably aim at Steve over here, but they're not doing that. That's absolutely fine, chaps. Just get in there and you can cut him down in time. Get the general over to this side, please. Get all of those guys running on in. To be honest, lads, I suspect you'll be better off, just getting yourself over into this position. So get yourself into Javelin McGee spot. Likewise, can the Pathfinder not be absolutely astronomically stupid, General? That would be lovely. And I think this cavalry must have just about made it over there. Yes, indeed it has. That is magnificent stuff. You get the General just to line up a good old chunky chap. What are you doing? Just throw your javelin. Oh, the game does really hate actually just throwing in the javelins like it should. Anyway, we'll get everyone into position. This guy is getting chunked down. These are Praetorians after all. So it's absolutely magnificent. Yep, he's off the plaza. He's dead. Sorry, we didn't even see that. He doesn't even matter. So, and these guys couldn't manage to organise themselves to properly do any of that. I don't think this cavalry needs to die, actually. They're just being way too slow. So get this guy over here. We got 3 minutes. Sod the rest of the Brutii. They don't even get to battle properly. They don't even get a end video for their general dying because I missed it. It doesn't even matter. We junked him down with our Praetorians. So, let's watch that time tick down. I am, of course, aware that there is, an entry point at this end of the battlefield, but it doesn't matter. We had it plugged up, and we're just going to do it the stupid way. Oh, magnificent. The Brutii deserve nothing less. And on the occasion where it doesn't matter if the game crashes, it decides not to crash, and you can see a big pile of rebels appear here. Oh dear, there's a few left for the Greeks to take on, but that is it. A message from the Senate. They're they gave us attack the outlaw faction. They've been destroyed. You no longer need to pursue them. Yes, the game's a bit confused about all of that, but anyway, the Brutii are dead. And with that, a bit of extra revenue for our friend here. I think it's time for me to go around and mop up some rebels. Well, it's one of those beautiful moments where the rebels want a ceasefire. Is that just because I brutalised so many of the Brutii ones? Maybe. I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. So there we are. Oh, we have some rioting. Athens probably took too many troops out of there. Yeah, you can marry the most boring man on earth. That's fine. We'll worry about that problem in the future, and we don't need to worry about the future. Thessalonica is looking threatened. That's good. The Greeks are dealing with my friends, the rebels. And this rebel lad is now not my enemy, but you're kind of in my way, actually, Jim. So if you wouldn't mind, just trying to get some reinforcements in, get some retraining done. Kind of lacking a good armour, actually. We've got the armourer here, but we haven't got the full foundry. So this part of the world, I'm a little bit behind on that kind of nonsense, but we are getting more and more reinforcements in. So we'll just bring this guy in. He's got the elephant on him. That is magnificent. Actually, yeah, you need to go around the long way because the rebels are in the way, damn it. But yeah, we'll get our forces ready to go and take on Rome. This guy's already a buffer. He's now our friend buffer. We'll go deal with the Gauls after we deal with Rome. I want Rome to be number 50, to be honest. So I think we'll just settle for that situation. Looks like those guys are coming in to take us on, actually. So I'm going to just grab my Illyrians to make sure all is fine and dandy in that part of the world. They are my friends. Thank you very much. Leave us alone. I think otherwise, yeah, we are just getting ourselves ready at this point. A few Cretan archers, some choice units of Gauls coming across. That's probably the easiest way of getting back to the capital. Obviously properly trained up. Oh yeah, 10 attack, 15 missile attack. Oh, thank you, Corinth. I do love you. Okay, so yeah, we'll just keep on sending missile units forward from here. Go and re-support Larissa. We'll organise that counter-attack before too long. So yes, Capua is getting itself ready to deal with Rome. That, as I say, should be number 50. Indeed, it will be. I'm going to hold off in this part of the world. We've got Palmyra under siege. I'm going to leave Hatra and Cilicia because I just wanted to ignore Pontus. I don't really want to border with them, so I'm going to use the Egyptians as a buffer state, quite frankly. So, yeah, this army can come down to Bostra. That's fine. That's the lot who cleared off Antioch. They never actually attacked. They just ran away when they saw our reinforcements. So, won't worry about that. We'll just get ourselves an aqueduct. Yeah, Lucius Victor just slowly sieging out Palmyra. We'll grab Bostra. We'll go and grab Damarfa down here just to kind of tie things up, and we'll leave the Egyptians as a kind of weak rump state that we just beat to the ground and use them to prevent Pontus from attacking us. Maybe one day they'll take up Pergamum, but for as long as they're there, I'm happy not to worry too much about them. A really interesting little thing, by the way, that I'd never thought about before. Memphis here is currently plagued, and I've been sending out peasants for a while now just to pump up Siwa endlessly. It also is just to be population control, so every turn I just send more and more units across the border here. It's very good, but I was intrigued by sending these plagued guys over to Siwa. Is it going to do anything? And it doesn't seem to do a thing. I kind of thought the game would have modelled that, but apparently it doesn't care if the unit becomes part of the population. It does if I send this in as a unit. If it's a military unit, it will then pass the plague on, but if I just disband them, it doesn't do anything, which is intriguing. I never really thought of that before. You're, of course, yes, still stuck here with these, with our rebel friends. Can we have an alliance, please? Because you're kind of in my way. In the meantime, we're going to have to take on some of the Egyptians at Palmyra. Lucius Victor needs to head on in. The army's a little bit battered. We already had a bit of an affair with these guys before, but now a big part of remnants is just coming to take us down. Most of it isn't too much to worry about, but we might just need to stand our ground here. Might as well have a look at this battle. We have some elephants. Let's get some good mileage out of them. In we head to battle then, and you can see the speckles of these Egyptian fools in the distance. We are atop the hill. It's a little bit of a hill. Nice little set of trees here. We're just going to hang out with the dogs. We have brought some Arlecani, which is very nice indeed. They're just hiding behind the hoplites. They're invisible anyway, but yes, and a big pile of legionary cav at the front. So we'll have to go and maybe just clear off these guys. Just send those guys off to deal with them. Maybe don't run, just kind of jog off in that direction, sir. That'll be magnificent. And the rest of them, we'll just let them see what angle they want to come at us at. But you know what, I'm quite happy. We won't put the javelins on until they're a bit close. I might just choose which opposition we want to use those against. Step one then, take out these slingers who, I don't know why they've even turned up to this battle, to be honest. They're actually quicker than us. We'll run those guys down. The delete cam isn't particularly happy on this particular occasion, so we'll just run through them. That'll be marvellous. Get back on top and they will be routed. We'd think so, but apparently not. Pretty impressive, lads. They've actually taken a few kills here. That's a bit embarrassing for my legionary cav. There we go. Now they're gone. Some reinforcements over in the distance. There's some desert cavalry. That's fine. Shall we, we could just pile the elephants into these lot. I'm going to pile the elephants into these lot. Might as well, you know. We might as well. So that'll be good fun. Right, them taken care of. We can start to worry about all of those big reinforcements. In come the elephants, baby! And, oh yeah, they are not happy about any of that. Camels may be a bit smelly for a horse, but elephants, oh, they do not care one jot. Oh, magnificent. You guys pull yourselves out of that. Let's get our missiles back on. And they're not too far away from being in range, I imagine. Where's the Cretan range? I wish we were just in. It says there, but it's lying, of course, because of the hill. So there's some Nubian cav. They can go and deal with them. Let's see if they're competent enough to do that. And it looks like, yeah, they're going to try and chase us down. Oh dear, that's not going to end well. The arrows are going to have an absolute field day. Well, the camels are pretty much giving up at this point, you'd have to say, but they'll last a few seconds, I suppose. These cavalry, just finish them off. Over here, we've got Desert Cav taking on my Legionary Cav. It's an interesting one, because, yeah, obviously these are Axe Cav, so they should be good against us, but they're just that bit weaker in terms of armour, whereby we just mop them up. That is magnificent. There's some Desert Axemen. We'll just let them swing around the rear here. Elephants, just get into those axes. Archers, please stop just running after random people. Cav. I kind of missed the chariots turning up there. Yeah, the chariots have somewhat ripped him apart. That's a bit embarrassing. That's some legionary cav completely wiped off the face of the earth. Does happen sometimes. So yeah, Egyptian cav, that's a general by the looks of him. Yeah, we'll just charge these guys in. We'll just keep them busy. We might as well use these guys. We haven't used too many of them, so we'll send these guys out and about. On the general shape will hold. Don't really mind if we lose the cav, but we are going to, yeah, I think win the rest of the battle pretty handily. So at this point, oh, let's start getting these elephants across. That's going to be good fun in a moment. Right, oh, there are the chariots again. Get them out of there. Pull into the general. Run away, run away, run away. Yeah, you see the chariots there just causing us so many problems. So many problems. If we're doing this skirmish, Thomas, it's really to be in range of the archers, but it is what it is. All right, fine. We'll go back to the hill. There's quite a lot of troops here. Maybe we want some cavalry left at the end. I actually don't really want to mop everyone up, by the way. Not interested in mopping them up because we just want to take Rome. So we actually don't want to be taking this city next. We will go and bring the elephants up here because we're going to need them for the final push against the main force. And with these chariot archers being shot down, you'd like to think, we might be in a better position. I'm just going to send the elephants down the hill. We are now on javelin mode, baby. Might be some coming on in, but not a huge amount. Get the arrows to start changing their aiming. Just start shooting at who you want. Elephants coming into the general. That's what you want to see. I mean, unfortunately, the infantry line is... oh dear, the cavalry's all gone. Yes, well, they've done their job to skirmish, which has made sure that our main line isn't too exhausted when the fourth set of units arrive. That's really the main thing here. Egyptian cavalry general, they've got a lot in these forces, really, haven't they? They're looking quite chunky, all things considered. It's just a sheer amount of numbers here. But they'll be fine. They'll be fine, the Egyptians. We're not taking all their land. But oh no, we've run amok. We've run amok through the general. That's actually caused more damage to the general since they run amok than since previously. But hey ho, it is what it is. We've kind of managed to keep our main force here in a strong position. So whilst we don't even have any cavalry to chase people up, I think we'll be doing fine. There is a big pile of infantry over there, Thomas. Let's bear in mind the flanking maneuver because that could be problematic. Just going to send the dogs after those axemen over there. Just make sure that that flank is covered a little bit. We're just going to box ourselves in. Do what you want against us, chaps. We're trying to shoot down those chariots, but they're just kind of getting away a little bit. Quite irritating. Just continue to shoot these guys down. We'll charge forward and deal with their skirmishing units in a moment. The cavalry don't really know where to charge. I have just... start to box this up just a little bit more. We'll reorganise. If they weren't about to charge, we'll just stand still. Nope, no charge. Get them to turn around, lads. Just change the angle up. I think we'll be fine, but we just got to be a little bit careful. Dog's doing a good bit of work over there. You know what, lads? Send in one unit. In fact, no, just send in that small unit. Send in a small unit just to keep that dealt with. We should be fine. And we're just going to pull out of position here just to charge down this cavalry because they're in a random position and I'm fed up of them. All those infantry over there are a little bit strange as well. But I don't really want to charge on the hill just yet. I want to make sure we've skirmished away all of these chariots if at all possible. So let's just continue whittling down these key units with our missile advantage first. But we're just about at the point where I'm happy to counterattack. Over here with the dogs and the axemen, their cavalry general has decided to charge into our legionnaires. So in we send the general, blow the horn of destiny, sir. And in come a big pile of our infantry. Maybe you just stand and guard, actually, lads, because I think we've got it under control. But we'll just have to be a tiny bit careful about that old situation. Front line is now in good position. Down goes the general. And that's looking all right now. There are some more infantry over there. I think they're starting to withdraw, actually. At least some of them look like they might be. Let's send them in there. Let's just start going. And the Arcani! Get them running forward, laddie. Yes. Okay, there we go. They're going to charge forward. And the Arcani have arrived. Hack him down. Yeah, there you are. There's an Arcani kill. Don't see those often enough, do you? But here we are. We get to see them here today. You, charge into him. Archers can just keep on doing their job. You pile into this direction. I think that'll be fine. Yeah. They're fleeing now. They are fleeing. And it looks like, yeah, we've done our job over here as well. General, mop up those desert axemen. You might as well. Down goes another general. I don't know, there's 100,000 of them here today. Oh, now I wish I had some cavalry to chase them down, but it's absolutely fine. We'll do what we can, damn it. Chase them down. Well, that is a pretty clean victory, and I may have left too few men in the city at this point. I think we might accidentally win 50th settlement over in Palmyra. I've just noticed at the end of the battle here that my general's dead. Oh, my poor old general. He was a good man. He fought many hard-fought battles. He's won us much of this campaign. But apparently, he's passed away. Natural causes, Lucius Victor. Indeed, that was his final victory. How deeply, deeply sad. And Lucius Scipio as well over in Dimity. That's a new faction heir. Quintus Albinus. Ah, this lad. I did have him. I think I mentioned him at the start of the episode, actually. Yes, he is someone I've got my eye on as a potential new leader. This guy is terrible. Let's forget he ever existed. And we have this guy who is also not great. We're at that point of the game now, are we? I think we are, you know. Time to head into the Senate. And I'm going to do something I don't normally do, which, for good reason, really, which is attack a river crossing. Actually, annoyingly, they have an onager too. I do have one. I do have upon accretions. This, of course, is Flavius, the Gunnian faction leader himself. They have a big pile of cavalry. I feel like when I've done this before, I feel like the AI just charge over the bridge anyway, even though they're defenders. But we will see. Never really bothered to do this, so let's just see how it goes. If we need to, we'll just pile elephants in. I'm sure it'll be absolutely grand. We did the other crossing, by the way. That one should be good fun if they want to do something about them. But for now, let's head on in. Let's see if we can take these guys on. In a frankly bizarre choice of positioning SPQR all the way over there? What are they doing? I kind of understand it. They were teasing me to just get across the river and then pin us in against the water. That might make sense, but they've immediately started running... Where are you shooting, lad? They've immediately started running over here. Very strange indeed. Very strange. Okay, well, we'll just get on the defensive on this part, but on this crossing... Oh, yeah, we're going to see if we can cause some chaos. So, all right, we've got 3 of our Praetorians here. They're just going to stand in that position. You, sir, seem to have got yourself a little bit isolated. I don't know that you are, actually, but we're going to bring our cavalry over here. I might need to charge this guy, actually, just to keep him busy. So we're going to go and do that, but the missile support should be coming on in soon enough, so this might keep them busy. This was probably not the best engagement, but you know what, it's fine. I don't know what's going on at the front of the battlefield, so we'll just pile into these guys. We'll let our infantry maybe like a bit quicker, lads, actually. Maybe a bit quicker, get yourselves into position. These guys should be having to chop down the general, but they're going to do some damage to him, keep them busy and distracted. This guy's just getting slaughtered by our archers. That is magnificent, and usually, yes, I do use all of my archers on the non-shield side, but since we got these 2 crossings, decided we will actually just keep some of them held back just a little bit. Let's pull these guys out. Oh, no. Keep going. Run past. Oh, I think we got one of them. That's quite fun. That's very fun indeed. Yeah, you guys get yourselves onto javelin mode. Yeah, since we got the 2 crossings here, I thought I'd just keep those archers in between the 2 of them. Thought that made more sense on this occasion. They got plenty of shots in, so I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. Right, elephants. Do we want to get you into this? Probably we do. Yeah, get the elephants over here. They can go through this crossing. And yeah, you can just charge on him. That'll be magnificent. Yeah, they're going to get themselves dealt with. The warhounds can just run back across the river. They did a good job there, actually, holding them in place. It's surprisingly effective, actually. So, right, bring them over there. General's actually coming over to the hoplites. Interesting. Yeah, he's getting absolutely shot to ribbons. Few velite. That's pretty foolish, all things considered. And Cav are ripping them apart. Down goes the general in the river. Absolutely magnificent. Don't even need the elephants on this occasion, as it turns out. Let's just charge down those Roman armor general. And as for the rest of this is not going well for them at all. Let's just bring our elephants over. They can do some good work yet. Ooh, down go an awful lot of generals. Actually didn't realise quite how many of them are gone. But yeah, they're pretty much already been slaughtered. That's quite amusing. All right. Go and bring these guys. Not the elephants, lads. Not the elephants. Bring the infantry into a pretty tight position here. Get the elephants just on that wing. And this is going to be lovely, lovely stuff. You pile into those guys, just start running in. And I think at this point, I might just tell my Onager to just shoot that back guy. We're going to go off flaming, actually. These guys are not in a good position. Let's just charge these elephants in. And I'm going to charge in my infantry as well, just to kind of give them some support as we come in. So elephants ahoy! Yes, these obviously aren't the heaviest war elephants of all time, but we might well just see a route here. We might just see what we're looking for. Come on, baby. Oh, I want to see this. Keep piling in. The infantry is coming to support. They probably won't rout too easily. Some javelins are coming in, as Romans ever will do, but in comes... Oh, that's what we all came here to see. Absolutely love it. You've got to love it. The archers, the Cretians on the hill there doing great work. That Onager's way too far back. Oh, it's magnificent. Right, get any of our cav. Oh, yeah, there's more cav over here. Cavalry, do you want to do some stuff? Yeah, maybe go mop up these guys. That would be good. You get on top of those Onagers. I think the battle's over. Amazingly, the game did not break there. I am frankly staggered. I was sure it would. Okay, fine. Well, we did that with pretty minimal losses. Oh, and I've got exactly what I want here. They're going to take us on the bridge, but it's the other bridge. The other bridge is here with a big pile of onagers because I wanted to have some fun. Apparently, I got my numbers wrong. They're 1 unit short, but I'm quite happy with this. They'll probably lose, by the way. They've got all the reinforcements from Rome, but it should be more fun than what we usually do at Rome. So let's just see how this one goes. Well, this should be fascinating. We have ourselves a river crossing. No bridges. There are, though, 2 crossings. I need to keep a very close eye on that second one. We will see. Right, this guy's just going to get some shots off while they organise, and then I'm going to get the others. That was a terrible shot. I don't know why I wasted my time waiting for you, but it's fine. Ooh, I say that it actually turned out to be very good. We got a few hits. Oh, right. Well, they got reinforcements coming, so they're just taking their time to get into position. And do we actually have that Onager in range, by the way? We do. Can you just aim at him, please? You also just aim at that guy, and we'll just see if we can knock down... Ooh, there's some good hits here. See if we can knock down the catapult. That's probably for the best. Oh, some great shots coming on in. That's a little bit short, sadly. Boulder ahoy! Ooh, almost took out the actual Onager. I really don't want it firing, but we've got the Onager advantage, so I think it'll be absolutely fine. Okay, Onager, aim at this back guy over here. Very close to hitting the darn thing. We're just missing it. It's so unlucky. Oh dear, yeah, just aim at the back, damn it. Oh, there's going to be some monster hits. That's just spectacular. Oh, I love it. You've absolutely got to love it. I'm not using fire on this one. I daren't use fire on this one. But let's just keep aiming. Ooh, a horrible hit on our Praetorians. I don't like any of that. Okay, the back guys need to start grabbing their javelins at this point. That is just brutal. Okay, you keep on aiming at that Onager. Everyone else... I'm gonna have to get the odd screenshot of this, aren't I? Oh my days, this is magnificent. There's so much purple. There's so much purple. And there's a screenshot and a half. We've got ourselves a lovely hit. They are still landing some on us. It's fine. We'll just, we won't worry about that too much. We'll go fire over here. We might clip our own guys, but it should be fine. Where are the reinforcements? They're still miles away. We have actually hit one of those 2 Onagers. That's excellent news. And they are getting burned to cinder in the river, which is magnificent. Oh dear, it's not quite Dresden, but they're not having a great time in the river. It's all going downhill for them. And Triarii is still fighting because of goddamn heroes. Everyone else, though, yeah, they're just all melting, aren't they? That is truly special. Okay, all missiles, stop. All of you, stop. Let's just see if we can get any cav across just to mop these up, actually. No need to worry too much about all this death. So everyone else can just get themselves some lovely experience. They are still getting some shots in here at this particular moment. Come on, Cav, pile through. We just need you to take them out. Technically, they're gone now. Good. Oh, it didn't like that. There's a few too many bits of siege gear going on here. But some very good shopping going on. And the river is pretty darn pink here today. An intriguing angle of approach here. These guys are all the way over here. It did look a little bit like there's a crossing, but I don't see the brown kind of colour. I was going to say texture. Brown is not a texture, Thomas. Although these corpses are. There's some, you can see up the skirts there. That's going to get me cancelled, Thomas. We're not upskirting on this channel, but we are going to continue murder because murder's absolutely fine on YouTube. So we'll continue with that. But yeah, look at all the purple. Oh, it's just beautiful. I'm just going to have to take more screenshots. This guy's decided to put a shield up because these flaming shots are going in. I'm not sure it's going to help. Oh, perfect. I should remind you at this point, this is actually the army from Rome herself. There is nothing left. This is it. Like, I think this is how Rome is going to fall. They're just going to stand there and they're going to get burnt to cinder. Their corpses are going to float down the river. Down in Ostia, they won't even know that anything's happened in Rome. They'll just see the corpses, or at least the ones that managed to make it there. Don't worry, there'll be enough. They'll reach the sea eventually. Some of them are actually going around that side potentially, which I do need to keep an eye on. So I will just send some of my cav over in that direction because I do need to keep an eye on that particular potential situation. Could be bad if it is allowed to escalate. You know what? We'll just send one infantry. Just send the one infantry for now. But we'll keep an eye on it. Oh, flaming onager ahoy. Not enough people use 7,000 onagers to defend the rivers. This is great. I mean, I could have had more actually, but I just needed enough infantry to make this hold. This, I think, is about right. We can have a few more archers. I felt like we needed a cav or two just to do some mopping up, but oh, this is lovely. This testudo over here, that's the real prize. Pretty close. Do you reckon, lad, you're this one here, do you reckon you can hit that Praetorian cohort with a lovely, lovely shot? It's just too tempting not to shoot it down, really. This one's close. It might not quite make it. Oh, it clipped it. Oh, that one was really tight as well. This is magnificent. I mean, they've even got that much experience. Some of them are on 3. The 3 experienced lads, I suspect, have got a lot more kills on them, because it does make a big difference. It really does. That looks short, but it might be enough. Ooh, not quite. Not quite. They're taking so long to organise themselves. It's absolutely magnificent. I love it. And these battles just never get old. Hilariously, having spread out all of their units across the entire length of the river, they're now just created a massive column, as if this somehow isn't just making it easier for me to line up my shot. My archers have a shot at them here. These Legionary First Cohort, their best unit is just getting shot down. I mean, it's shrugging them off, but they're taking damage, and I don't think that's looking too hot for them. I will leave. I don't believe that. Bring the Legionary Cavalry back over here, but I will leave those Militia Cav right by this crossing, just so we're ready to run across and mop them up at the end of this, because yeah, I think we'll be okay. These guys can just hold position over here. They're not yet coming in, but it can't be too long now. Surely the Testudo is holding firm. But he just doesn't do the job, lads. Frustratingly, some of my archers have actually started to run out of missiles. Should have held just a few of them back, but if any of them do have any, yeah, get yourselves back over here right now and go into flaming, because this is just the right moment for them to attack. They have picked a sensible moment, annoyingly. But we'll just continue to do whatever we can in terms of onager fire. I'm going to say onagers. Oh, you've actually run out as well. I'll say aim at those Hastati back there. That's probably a decent spot. Archers, running. Thank you very much. I want you to be shooting into, I'd say, around about that unit back there. Flaming missiles ahoy. There's no javelins this time. It's going to be a much more chunky affair, but the flaming onager bolts will absolutely do what we need them to. But they do now have a bit of an archer advantage, which is something. You know, these battles, when you've got to take on the second wave, often do start to go awry. It's really the third wave that normally gets you, to be honest. I'm going to send these guys back over here. Do not need them there at this point. I think we'll be okay. Flaming shots into the general. Oh, some just splashing into the puddles. That. Oh, this is the only real true way to end any series. It really, really is. It's just beautiful. You can't deny any of this. I mean, some of them are starting to run out of missiles. It's very, very sad. But We've just got to bear that in mind here. This could be a massive grind if we start running out, because just a couple of them dropping short. That one's perfect. That one's magnificent. Ooh, but yeah, they're not breaking this time, as you might would imagine. General's at the front, so when the general goes, that will be it. How are my guys looking? They're looking eager for the time being. Not surprising. Get my archers who have used up their missiles. Just get you in as a third line of infantry in case we need you. I don't think we will at all, but you never know. You never know. And, oof. Yeah, just continue to shoot into that back row, please. Cavalry starting to push forward just a little bit. Just starting to push in. I'm just going to get my second row now to push in a little bit. General, get yourself closer. Archers are getting in as support if they need it. Likewise, onagers with nothing left, you get a little bit closer. Because down goes the general. That might be the melt-in. There's the melt. Oh, if we'd hit them at that exact moment, it could have been a catastrophe for them. This is the moment then. Send in the cavalry. Blow the horn of destiny, sir. Whoever the hell you are. And do the job. That's a big hit right there, just as we send the cavalry in and the flaming arrows come. And that surely will be the job. Stop calling me Shirley. But surely it is victory now. This is just beautiful. Get those cav across the river, damn it. They need to be in position to mop them up. No. The crossing's right there, you filthy pilchards. And I think that is officially the last of the generals. They're going to go no matter what happens here. Archers, it's fine. General is going to get himself killed, actually. That's quite possible. Maybe the onagers just stop. Yeah, maybe onagers just shoot the Praetorian cohort back there. That'll be absolutely fine. We'll tell them to go run across. And yeah, at this point, victory is quite brutally. I don't know where we're running, but we're going somewhere, and probably we're running to victory. And officially, we have victory. Rome has given up. The militia cav have cleared off the Praetorian cohort, who we were actually hit by one of my onagers, by the way. That's why they decided to run off. We'll send the general across. This is just an absolute cocking mess. But we'll clear them out. They're pretty much all gone at this stage. There's no way that the city won't just fall 97% already. Yeah, they're gone. And the greatest massacre of all time, we have truly crushed the enemy. 5,000 kills to a mere 200 of theirs. That is something truly special. Okay, I think we might have to just grab a few of the corpses in this here video as we get this picture again. Oh, that's too good. And in beautiful news, the game did not break. The city apparently is still theirs. Did they just pull a general out of their arse? It wasn't technically under siege. Oh, Britannia. Marmalade and jam. It's all gone wrong now. Let's just torture. Oh, we lost. Can't be able to deal with you right now, sir. We're supposed to be finishing this campaign. Why, Rome? Why would you do it? I guess they just trained a unit in the end turn. Fine. Well, it's fine. We'll just stroll on in. We'll forget it happened that way. Victory. Victory and glory. The great family of Scipii have been blessed by the gods, and your inspired leadership, of course. Victory is indeed sweet, and all Romans can sleep safely floating down the river, knowing that we rule the empire and protect them from all enemies. Roman Scipii armies now control an empire that stretches across the world. Victory is yours. It's mine, sir. It is glorious. And okay, as is typical on this kind of campaign, I try and create buffer states, but there's one tiny border with the Britons, and they decide to attack me on the very last turn. How incredibly cocking rude. But Steve and his friends walk up to the great pie in the sky as victors of Rome. Total war. We'll exterminate the people of Rome. Thank you, sir. Well, there we go. There we go, the Scipii campaign. And, right, well, if we were to do more, Gaul would be burnt to the ground. But I quite like the fact that we've got our little buffer state over here. It's done well, largely, till the Britons turned up this turn. Not with the best army in the world, to be honest. Probably could hold them off. Turns of our other empire, well, we're blocking the bridge over here. We've beaten back the Egyptians. Likewise, they're going to remain as a buffer state here between us and Pontus, so that war may never happen. The Greeks somehow live. They have both Termon and Pergamum. I don't know. They survived for long enough. Sorry, sir. I I couldn't have your battle interrupt the ending there. That was too good. So, Caracalla, you'll just have to live with the knowledge that you never took Thessalonica. We actually have taken Pylazora, by the way. So, you know, it's fine. We tied it up if we were to continue. But, importantly, faction destroyed. SPQR. And with that, obviously, we have kind of the end of this particularly long series, but I did think if we're going to do a guide of how to play as the Scipii, well, you do need to touch on the Civil War. So we played through all of that glory, even though on this particular occasion, the other Romans really didn't turn up. To some extent, that was my choice of allying with both Dacia and Gaul, just kind of meant that neither faction had anywhere to go, although they did just really struggle to take term on themselves. So I don't know. I feel like I had some influence on it, but ultimately it is the way it is. We're going to finish the game with 53 regions controlled, and I think we've done a pretty darn good job of it. Money has been kind of going mad for a while now. I just spend ludicrous amounts. Flavius the Cunning, our faction leader, an austere but famous orator. And with all of his great retinue, all these great heroes of our empire, 70 years young, oh, magnificent. And he's an eagle taker. Oh, he is indeed an eagle taker. Magnificent stuff. 2 great bridge battles there to finish off. One particularly full of unninja fire, magnificent stuff, and one where we actually attacked, which is unusual and I think quite beautiful. We end with him as our faction leader. We end with the rebels as our neutral friends, and we end with pretty much everyone else at war. Although actually Pontus are still neutral, and I would say that is the greatest victory of all, because someone I've actually been pretty close with the entire game has not stabbed me in the throat, so I will absolutely take that. But for now, I will leave you. Do look out for the campaign strategy guide and the battlefield strategy guide, which will be out sometime around the same time as this here finale. In terms of live streams, we've got the Seleucids up next. That one should be interesting because their campaign is pretty much be aggressive or die. So we're going to go pretty full throttle. Don't know what that noise was, but full throttle on that. But for now, I will leave you. I'm Thomas, this is Tenors the Human, and this has been a Scipii short, not very short campaign live stream, and not always very live stream series. Thank you very much, and tally ho.
Go, my puppies, go! Hunt down the German dogs.
My chariots are complete lunatics. Stop charging into the spears. Stop charging into the spears. Why do these guys not break? Everyone else has fled. Go home. Go home. What is happening at the chariots?